ever scroll past a quote online and just bam, it sticks with you?
Totally.
Happened to me the other day,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, with this one. It was something like a fit body, a calm mind, a house full of love. These things cannot be bought. They must be earned.
Mm.
And it just, I don't know, it felt kind of profound, you know?
Yeah. No, for sure. It's like, it's one of those things. Everyone wants those things, right?
Exactly.
A fit body, a calm mind, a house full of love.
But it's saying you can't just like buy them.
Right, exactly.
You got to actually put in the work.
It's about the journey and not the destination.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
You know, it's easy to say, oh, I want to be fit, but it's harder to actually like put in the work.
totally.
Yeah.
So how do we even like unpack that? Where do we even begin? Maybe with this idea of a fit body.
Right.
What do you think it means to earn a fit body?
Well, I think it's going beyond just the aesthetics. It's not just about like, oh, I want to look good in a swimsuit, although that can be a part of it, sure.
Sure.
But it's really about like feeling good,
Right.
feeling that vitality, that strength, having that, that respect for your body and what it can do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I feel like you could maybe buy your way to a certain like aesthetic.
Right.
Like maybe.
Maybe.
But that doesn't mean you actually feel fit.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you could have like, the best personal trainer, the best equipment, all of that.
Right. Right.
But if you're not putting in the work mentally and you're not like respecting your body, fueling it properly, it's not going to happen.
It's like a holistic thing. It's
Right.
like mind and body, right?
Yeah.
So then, okay, how do you even go about earning that feeling?
Well, it's really about consistency.
Okay.
It's about, day after day, making those choices that are going to support your well-being.
Goes to the small choices.
Yeah.
Like every day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator or, parking farther away from the store so you have to walk a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's those little things.
It's being mindful of, like moving your body.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting because that almost ties into the next part of this quote, which is a calm mind.
Right.
Because like for me, even just choosing to go for a walk can really like clear my head.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like exercise, movement. It does wonders for your mental state as well.
It's huge. It's huge. But like that feels so hard these days. They have a calm mind.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right.
It's like everyone's go, 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 and you're constantly bombarded with information.
All the time?
It's like, how do you even switch off?
Exactly. So how do you even begin to earn that, like that sense of inner peace?
Right. Well, I think, it starts with recognizing that it is a process.
Okay.
It's not like you just wake up one day and you're like, oh, I'm zen, I'm good.
Right. It's not like a light switch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Okay.
And it's about learning how to manage your thoughts, how to regulate your emotions, how to like respond to things rather than just react.
So it's almost like you're saying it's like building a skill,
Exactly. It is like building a skill.
like you're training your brain.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. So like what are some ways that people can kind of start to train their brain toward that calmness?
Well, one thing that's really popular, and for good reason, is mindfulness meditation.
Right.
Have
Right.
you ever tried that?
I've dabbled.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure I'm doing it right.
Well, it's one of those things where it's simpler than you think.
Okay.
It can be as simple as just taking a few minutes each day just to sit and focus on your breath.
Okay.
Notice the sensation of each inhale and each exhale.
Okay.
And when your mind wanders, because it will, we're humans, that's what our minds do,
Right. Right.
you just gently guide it back to the breath.
So it's about like noticing when you're distracted and coming back to the breath. Okay. So it's really about like that awareness.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've talked about a fit body. We've talked about a calm mind.
Right.
This last one, though, I think is maybe the most like, I don't know, the most heartwarming in a way.
Interesting.
It's a house full of love.
Yeah.
And I think it's really intentional that it doesn't say a family full of love.
Right.
It's a house full of love.
It's broader than that.
It's broader.
Yeah.
Like, what does that bring up for you?
Well, I think it speaks to that, that human need for connection, that feeling of belonging, whether it's with, a romantic partner,
Right.
or close friends, family, even your community.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like your people.
Your people, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's about cultivating that space, whether it's a physical space or like an emotional space where you feel loved.
Yes, where you feel safe, supported,
Yes.
seen, heard.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah,
But again, it's something you have to earn.
right.
What does that look like when it comes to relationships?
Well, I think it's about showing up authentically.
Okay.
It's about being present for the people you care about.
So it's an active thing.
Very active. Yeah, it's not passive.
Okay.
It's about nurturing those connections, you know?
So it's interesting because it's almost like you could compare it to like tending a garden.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, you can't just like plant the seeds and walk away.
Right. You got to water them. You got to give them sunlight.
Exactly. You got to pull the weeds.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So I guess what I'm taking away from this whole quote is that, like, these things that are the most meaningful,
Yeah.
they're not like these destinations.
Yeah.
You don't just arrive at them.
Right.
It's a constant journey.
It's a practice.
It's a practice. It's a constant, like, cultivation.
Yes, absolutely.
And finding joy in that process.
Yes.
I think that's key.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So, wow, this has been really insightful.
Yeah. It's a good quote.
It is a good quote, and I think it's something that, we can all kind of like take with us.
Absolutely.
And think about, like, what does that look like in my own life?
Yeah, what does it mean for you to earn those things?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.